Hello, welcome to Data Engineer YouTube channel. In this video, we will see how we can create enterprise level chatbots. By enterprise level chatbots, I mean you will give your data in the form of Excel, CSV, whatever you have, Word document, whatever document your whatever data your company have generated as of now. Based on that data, the OpenAI will analyze that particular data and then it will give response based on that. Let's say you want to know your sales, right? Which product was sold, which product sale was the maximum, or you want to know anything related to your data, related to your files, it will reply to you. And the best thing is it's assured by Azure. So although you are using OpenAI service, because you are using it in Azure portal, is totally secure and it's an enterprise grade chatbot. Okay, so you can even deploy it in your particular company, right? So let's get started. For that, I'll just create a resource group first. Those who don't know what is a resource group is nothing but a collection of resources. So let me just write prod chatbot. Okay, I'm giving a resource group name as prod chatbot. In this, I will create multiple resources which are required to create a chatbot. All right, so my resource group is created, prod chatbot. Now I want a blob storage, okay, to store all the files. As of now, I'll use single file just for demonstration because it's a dummy project. But definitely you can have any number of file, any type of file. Okay, so it's provided in documentation. So you can have Word file, you can have CSV file, Excel file, and so on, different versions. So let me just create a block storage. So I'll go to create. And what I want is I want a storage account. So I'll go to storage account directly and I'll click on create button to create a storage account. Once I click on create button, I need to select my resource group. In which resource group I want to create this resource? I want it in prod chatbot. I'll click on review. Okay, my basic validation failed because I didn't give the name. Okay, so I need to give container name. So I'll say prod chatbot, and let's say if it is fine, I'll click on review again. This time it's again doing the validation. It will check whether that name is already existing or not. It's not existing, so it validated. So I click on create. Now my deployment is under progress, and in a couple of seconds my block storage will be created. Okay, until it is created, I'll show you the data. As of now, because I'm just showing you how to create it, I'm showing the process. So I'm using a dummy CSV file where I have only 10 rows with different objects and their prices. Let's say rice 200, wheat 100. I'll query these things to the chatbot, whether what's the price of cheese. It should give me the reply 60, right, in a presentable manner, because we are using chatbot, right? So let's see how it works. Let me go back. Okay, my blob storage is created. I'll upload this file to blob storage. If you have multiple files, you can upload all your files, not an issue. Okay, so let me just go to container. For that, I need to create a container. Okay, I'll click on container. I'll say container prod as the container name, and let me just make it public as of now. Okay, and I'll click on create. Not an issue, we can get it private also, just to make sure things go fine. I have created it public. I'll upload this Excel file, the CSV file. So I have that CSV file named as sales. I'll open it and I'll click on upload button. Once I press upload button, my file is stored in this blob storage. Now to search, I need Azure Cognitive Search. Okay, so there is a service. Let me show you that service. Okay, so what I will do is I'll go back to home. I'll go to more services. So these are AI services, and one of which is Cognitive Search. Because I am assuming you are using multiple types of files in a particular blob storage. There may be a Microsoft Word file, a CSV file, and so on. So you need a cognitive search. Cognitive search means this will query the data in your blob storage. Just like we have SQL, right? What SQL does is SQL queries for the tables in the database, right? Same way, this service will query the data in the blob storage, any file format. So there are multiple different type of file format which this particular service supports. CSV is one of that particular format. So let me just create a service. Let me select this same resource group. So the name was prod chatbot resource group. Let me give the service name cognitive search for chatbot. I'm giving the name, and I'll take a standard pricing tier. I can't go for free. Otherwise, on top of it, I want to deploy a chatbot. I will not be able to do so. So make sure it should be standard service. I'll click on create button, and finally, it's validating. Once this is validated, I'll click on create button. So finally, my cognitive service is being created. Okay, it's in the deployment. Let's wait for it. Right, slowly, it will be deployed. Okay. All right, deployment is in progress. It may take a couple of minutes sometimes, so not an issue. Yeah, it's done. So I can go to resource. So this is a resource which is created. Now I want to connect this service to my data. So what I will do is I'll click on import. Okay. So once I click on import, so what I need to do is I need to click on Azure Blob Storage. So once I click on Azure Blob Storage, I need to give the data source name and all these things. Okay. For that, I need to know more about my blob storage. So what I will do is I'll create a duplicate tab wherein I'll open my blob storage, because I need to give blob storage name, the container name, and so on, connection strings and all. So what I will do is I'll go to home and I'll go to my storage accounts. Okay, the account which I am using is prod chatbot. I'll click over here. So the storage account name is what? Prod chatbot. I'll copy this. I'll paste it in the data source name. Now it is asking me for a connection string. Okay, so connection string, where you can go to access keys. In access keys, these are the connection strings. Okay, so I'll click on show and I'll copy this connection string, basically to create a connection between blob storage and my cognitive search. Okay, now it is asking me for container name. I have my container. So in this blob storage, I have my container. So let me just open this. I'll go to containers and let me see what is my container name. Okay, so my container name is container prod. I'll copy this and I will put it here. That's it. No need to, if you have further, you want specific folder or some path here, you can add it. Otherwise, it's not required. Like, let us move further. Okay, it's sampling the data source, and as soon as it is done validating, so index will be created. So index schema will be detected. So I just don't want to go further in depth into indexing. I'm just skipping these steps. Not required if you are creating a basic chatbot. So I'm just creating basic indexing part. So it automatically created an Azure blob indexer named index service. So it's fine. Now to test whether my cognitive search is working fine or not, I'll go to view. And see, here it is an example like $top is equal to 10. Let me put this example only, $top equal to 10. Let us see what happens. So if I search, just like writing SQL queries, it will give me some JSON. Okay, so what it does is because we had only one file and indexing was based on the files and we have only one file, so it returned that file, entire file it returned. Okay, so you can see price, rice is there, then wheat is there, then Maggie is there, /t, tab space, right, and so on. So you can see all the data. Now I don't want my data in JSON form, and I want a chatbot which can interact with me. Now for that, what I will do is I'll create a new service. So again, I'll go to home, my resource group. So my resource group name was prod chatbot. Inside that, I'll click on create and I will create what? I want to create a chatbot. So what I will do is I'll go to OpenAI services. I can't see from here. All right. Here it is. AI and ML. So I'll go to AI and ML. Once I am in AI and ML, I'll search for my service. It's loading. Let's wait for it to load. Okay. So this UI, I can't see it. So what I can do is either I can search it, or what I can do is I can simply go to home and I'll go to more services. This way you will be able to see this. Once I go to more services, here it is. Okay, Azure OpenAI. I want to create a Azure OpenAI service. I'll click on create Azure OpenAI. Okay, again it will ask me for resource group. It's prod chatbot. Okay, it will ask me for name chatbot for sales. So whatever you want. Pricing tier by default it is standard, so I'll select that, and that's it. Next, next, again next, and that's it. Yeah, your Azure OpenAI services are being created. Okay, so as of now, what we have a blob container. On top of it, what we have is a cognitive services, and on top of that, what we have is Azure OpenAI. Okay, let's wait for it and let's see what we can do further. Alright, so deployment is under progress. Let's wait for it. Alright, so finally my service is created. So I'll click on go to resource. Okay, so once I have clicked on go to resource, so this is what I have. I'll click on explore because I want to explore OpenAI Studio. Let's wait for it. Okay, so my studio is opening. Okay, so now I want to deploy a model. So I'll go to deployments. I'll create a new deployment and then I'll select a model. So GPT models. There are three models as of now. I will go for the first one, GPT 35 Turbo model. Okay, and these are the versions, so auto update to default. I'm seeing, and I'll say chatbot for sales as a deployment name. Okay, I'll create it. So my deployment is being created. I can go to this deployment now. Okay, and we can go to what? I can go to the playground. So see, there is an option called open in playground. I'll click over here. So once I click on this option open in playground, it will give me a chatbot. Now this chatbot is present. It is using GPT model, but the thing is, it doesn't have our own data. I want it should answer on my data. So what I will do is I'll go to add your data and I'll click on add a data source. I'll search for cognitive search and then I'll select my cognitive service. This is cognitive search for chatbot. I'll select it. It's loading. Perfect. I'll click on I acknowledge and then I need to search for index. So I have one basic index which I created and that's it. I'll click on next. Okay, and I will skip these parts. It's not compulsory you do that. Search type should be what? I want a simple search. I'll click on next and I'll click on save and close. Okay, now it is able to read our data in the blob. Okay, so I'll say hi buddy. Let me just write hi buddy. Let's see what it replies. The requested information is not found in retrieve. So he doesn't know what is buddy. So I write hi bot. Let's see what it reply. Whether it says me hello or not. So yeah, it's fine. It's a good response. How I can help you. Now, what I will do is I'll just write what was sales for rice. What is the price for rice? What is the price for rice? Okay, I'm asking it what's the price for the rice because in the data I know the rice price is 200. Okay, let's say whether it is able to see 200 or not, the price for rice is 200 and one reference it is giving citation. Okay, so yeah, it's giving me the answer. Okay, so what is the price for cheese? Let me see. Okay, the price for cheese is 60. So you are able to, whatever I have uploaded in the CSV, it is able to read that, right? So now this chatbot is able to read our data. So there is something called limit responses to your data content. That means, firstly, if I wrote hi buddy, the reason why it didn't reply to me is because it didn't found anything in my data related to that. Okay, if I remove this, you can even write hi buddy and you can query the data. So I hope you found this video useful. If you have any question, you can put in chat box. Thank you.